It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the Packers' versatile running back. There's a lot to like from his showing last week, well over 100 yards and a pair of scores. It's the Packers and the Bears on Monday Night Prime Time.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. incomplete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martinez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
To number 20. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a 2nd and 2.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun,
as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A gain of 4. And that's third down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A very solid gain of 27.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To number 88.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And the Bears first down.
Now he'll try to run with this.
Fights through him, shreds the tackle, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chicago.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Midfield to the 49-yard line.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 2.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the 2nd quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, No reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On third and short, they'll try option left.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up to throw.
That is incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead here, this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd and 17.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic something.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Chicago.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's the option.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Bears.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. That
the completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you have planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.